All right, we got to have the conversation that I don't know people are ready to have, and that's $1 cards. Brace yourself. $1 cards are more important to the hobby than your $500 plus boxes. Now, collectors out there may be like, Murph, of course, yeah. But for those that are just kind of in it for a minute, buy, sell, trade, flip, this, that, whatever, they're thinking to themselves, wait, Murph, dollar cards? Dollar cards. Dollar cards? This is more important than that? Yes, guys. Yes. Dollar cards, just like that box, are indeed more important for the hobby. And here's why. This is going to be a nice little, hey, here's my thoughts. Let me rant for a little bit, because sometimes a video like this is good for my soul. It's good for my mind, and honestly, it's good for people to just kind of hear what I have to say about the hobby from my perspective, because having a shop, selling dollar cards, selling the high-end expensive boxes, or $500 plus boxes for that matter, I think I have a good perspective that I think people should listen to. Whether you want to listen to it or not, you can click off this video if you want, but I mean, I think that anybody in cards should pay attention to this video. And especially anybody out there that's looking to open a card shop, anybody looking to open an eBay store, anybody looking to start up vending at shows or whatever it may be. This video, I truly think, is going to be extremely important, and here's why. Dollar cards have been around forever. Forever. Since the dawn of cards in the early 1800s, through World War I, through the Great Depression, through World War II, fast forward through the vintage and through the junk wax 2000s all the way up to now here in the 2020s. Dollar cards have been around forever, and they always will be. Now, tomorrow, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, when we're all long gone, dollar cards will still be around. However, your $500 boxes have not always been around, and maybe moving forward they will be, just because of the nature of the hobby, the current state of the hobby, and the direction the hobby's going in the near future and in the distant future. There was no $500 boxes back in the 1800s or in the 1900s. So it's like, all right, Murph, what are you trying to get at? Your main customer clientele, regardless what kind of stance you have, shop owner, eBay seller, card show vendor, doesn't matter what stance you have or your kind of journey in this hobby, dollar cards will always appeal to collectors. And this isn't a video of me ranting about, oh, you should be a collector, not a flipper. It's not that video. This is a, hey, dollar cards will always appeal to somebody, and that somebody is collectors. Whereas your $500 boxes will not, because not everybody can afford your $500 boxes. I mean, let's face it. How many people are going to go to a shop or a show or simply just want to spend $500? Now, of course, there's big ballers out there, or people that maybe just scored big, got a promotion, maybe made a big sale, and have some excess money laying around. However, your traditional average person walking into a show or a shop is not going to just have $500 to throw around. Sure, spending $500 on a nice box is fun. Let's not get that mistaken. It's just your typical person, just in life or just in any hobby, is less likely to spend $500 than they are to spend $1. $1 cards are really what makes people happy in this hobby. Or just bargain bin cards, value bin cards, quarter, 50 cent, dime, nickel boxes. Maybe it's a $2 box or a $5 box. For the premise of this video, we can encompass all of that, if anything like under $5 and under. But I really do think that those bargain box cards is what's going to help transcend the hobby further, because that's what people collect, are those cheap cards, the cards that they remember that player playing, or cards that they grew up collecting when they were younger and they got back into it because they lost it. Whatever the reason is, cheap cards is what's going to be more meaningful and sentimental, emotional to them, and I think that's why people are going to enjoy that, and that's why this hobby is better off with people collecting the cheaper cards. Sure, as a shop, it's awesome to sell the $500 box because that's a big sale. However, this cost me some good money too. It's not like I'm just selling it for $500 and making $500. I had to invest my own money into it. I forget what it was wholesale, $200, $300, $400, whatever the number was. But when it comes to dollar cards, those are fairly cheap to acquire. It's just for the hobby's purpose. People enjoy that stuff better, because if you do buy this $500 box right here, I'm just kind of grabbing Origins as an example, and you get nothing out of it, you're gonna be pretty upset, and you can be pretty mad about it too. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash the thumbs up button, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't considered subscribing. I would definitely appreciate the love and support. And if you could for me, check out the channel membership program where you get to see awesome, exclusive, brand new videos, early exclusive videos that the public do not get, plus a bunch of other perks, benefits, and goodies as well. Check out the channel membership. It says join right there. There'll be a ton of information for you to check out. I would definitely appreciate you checking out that. I mean, let's just ask ourselves this one question. Are you going to fill your collection by opening a $500 box, regardless how many cards you're going to get inside? Or are you going to fill your collection with dollar cards? Maybe you could spend $500 on dollar cards. What's more likely to fill your collection? And let us not forget, yes, opening wax, regardless of the amount, is so fun. Whether that's going to be blaster boxes, mega boxes, fat packs, it doesn't matter what, hobby boxes, it doesn't matter what it is. Opening is just fun. And going through bargain boxes is extremely fun for some people, but not everybody. However, collecting is also not for everybody in the same breath. Can we just ask ourselves this one question? 5, 10 years from now, let's just go 10 years from now. Where will this hobby be? It could be in a million different directions. It could be way over here. It could be way over there. Maybe people are just simply out of it and it's back to what it was like 94, 95, when baseball went on strike. It's absolutely dead. Whatnot fell apart. Maybe Fanatics, went bankrupt. Who knows? Who knows, right? Let's hope not, right? Let's absolutely hope not. But where will this hobby be in 10 years? Will the majority of people be still opening $500 boxes, joining into breaks for $1,000 cases, or are more people likely to be going through bargain boxes, maybe even case cards for that matter? Not to lump them in there, but what's more likely? People going through cards, boxes, or buying the hobby boxes and ripping the sealed product, right? So many people come into the shop here, look through the cases, look through the value boxes, sit around, chat, 30, 45 minutes, an hour goes by, and they have a good lump sum of cards that they purchase, right? The boxes, again, super fun, but it's like, all right, I'll take that, you maybe rip it, all right, I'm done. And then they're gone. We just look back at history and just see how much the generic dollar card has really transcended the hobby. It has always been around. It always will be around, and you're expensive. Back then they didn't have $500 boxes, but your $500 cards sure were a thing at shows, and sure they did sell from time to time, but this is what moves the hobby. This is what will keep the hobby alive, is the cheap, affordable cards, the boxes of dollar cards. You can't even see that. The boxes of value cards. That's why we redid all these labels, is because we're trying to set up, as I put the box back, trying to set up Murph's Card Town for the future, because collecting is, and always will be done through value boxes. The high-end stuff is fun, it's great, it is expensive, and it can get out of control pretty quickly. How many people are looking to spend $500 compared to $1? Hopefully you guys are still with me after that conversation and you didn't click off in the beginning because all the boxes are expensive. That's what carries the hobby. Whatnot in breaking does not carry the hobby. Having cheap, affordable, priced value box cards will. And that's how collectors will continue to come to your space, whether it's a shop, eBay store, show, your vendor table at a show. Doesn't matter where you are, you need to, and of course there's a space for the high-end cards too, but you need to have a cheaper, affordable option for your collectors. And that is how you will drive success, again, whether you're a shop owner, whether you're a show vendor, or you're selling on eBay. You need to have a variety of price points, but you need to have a strong focal point on affordability and what collectors will want to buy. Some collectors will buy the high-end stuff, and that's great. The majority of collectors will buy the cheaper stuff. I promise you that. All right, so we're gonna wrap up this video here. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about not only my stance in the hobby, but again, the direction where I think this hobby is going to go. And I'm sure there's people going to disagree with me, so please let me know down in the comment section. Murph, you're so wrong. Murph, how could you think that? Murph, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you agree with me. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read and reply to any and all comments. If you haven't already, please consider smashing the thumbs up button, comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'll greatly appreciate the love and support. Check out the channel membership program if you haven't done so already. I would definitely appreciate the support to make awesome videos like this for you guys. Hopefully this video was informational, educational, and maybe to even shed a little bit of light in your hobby endeavors. Speaking of which, I've queued up an excellent video right there for you guys that I do believe is going to be excellent for your hobby endeavors. So hopefully I'll see you in that one.